parliament, I see rerun. Nobody touched another pre. Now, omuwe no, and I will say, pene Emma NDC for dear, omon kan omano asem. Now you go to Oppong Nkrumah, can say me are mature there. Listen to Oppong Nkrumah.
In this instance, before the NDC came to power, there was a pre-advertised agenda to get rid of the Chief Justice. Already made that ruling. No amount of pressure should be brought on him.
Finally, as a caucus, you have made your point clear through your minority chief whip that this particular letter should be withdrawn. Now, per practice, we know that once you make that submission, we should hear from the other side of the house. In this case, you are opposed to hearing from the majority. We do not know what exactly he's going to say. Why don't you just give him a fair hearing so that we know the way forward?
Procedure is being used to perpetrate injustice in this country. So what they are seeking to do is to cool down the temperature and normalize it with a long discussion and then tell us that we can go to court if we don't like it. We need to let people understand that this is a political chamber. And all the tools of the trade are available to us in this political chamber. Now, if injustice is being perpetrated of this nature, we will withdraw cooperation. So what we have done is to withdraw cooperation. And prior to this, we have been cooperating. Every single report that comes, we support. We are working towards appropriation on the 19th. There's no business that we haven't supported. We are minded to support the government business to go on. But now that they have elected to put a spanner in their own works by trying to use instruments of state to snatch this seat from us, we are left with no choice than to suspend cooperation. We have a lot of respect.
So, Kojo Oppong Nkrumah Kasano, or say, journalist Busan say, per practice, Mwakama Semini Ewi, Emma, Monyonko for me, majority, it's now, Omonomes Dorso Chemo, about 10 times. They sat down, they listened to you in the chamber. Journalists Busan, a very intelligent question. Busan Oppong Nkrumah say, but colleagues no more the other side. And when you people went into parliament, now we reading my speech, you said everything you want to say. Most of them say a withdraw letter now if easy and say or say rerun the course. So Parliament of Ghana, maybe a shembra and no one emrano. It allowed you and your group to say whatever you want to say. In fact, about 10-page document. Your leader today, Anodompre, read everything. And now, journalist Ibusan say, now, per practice no, adentina se oti kebima min kebimum se unim nyansa na wunjimi ya. Se sebio se ubu Ghana fo a omosha wo parliament chamber nim e wo TV so a. Why don't you also give the same respect that they gave you to do what? For them to also tell their story, to also share their view on the same issues you want resolved. Because say oka no be anka, then there is no dialogue. The reason why there's one part, there's part A and part B, and they say we need to have what we call dialogue. I was so we share ajene. Now we are sharing ajene. Now back to a conclusion. Now for you making a decision. Into journalists and say I'm going opportunity. No, this is a democracy. Parliament is no more. Adentina moma NDC for no chance momo soon ready or modie and count margin na yen to me who may be a bit ended because until say NDC for no ultimate to match margin was some way a match margin. We are not going to get to anything because we need to get to a conclusion. There should be dialogue. Nipa bako enen hundin komo. Kojo Oppong Nkrumah be no say procedure is being used to perpetrate injustice. What you say? Or say a procedure, be a friend procedure. Senia ye di emraso ana senia ye fa a kwan bi so ede nyoma bi e wo Ghana ye nyina ajatum no. O se nipa bi e fa sa kwan ne so ede de bi e den ede oyene ene ede nipa bi fa hodie ntiatia so aba. The question here is the same Kojo Oppong Nkrumah and his group of monkeys, they used the same procedure to tell the world in parliament how they felt about the decision of the speaker. Procedure. This same NPP piglets relied on procedure because without procedure, Anka Anodompre wouldn't get the opportunity. Like the majority leader, Hassan Ayaraga, would not allow Anodompre, such a clown, a silly boy, to spend about 30 minutes spewing trash and listening. It was because the NDC or parliament understood or understands, say, procedure is very vital when it comes to dialogue. It's the same procedure Oppong Nkrumah is telling you that people are using the procedure to perpetrate injustice, no? They capitalize on the same procedure to be able to make their point heard. They capitalize on this same procedure because I don't think, say, without procedure, another pray that silly boy and could be an opportunity to stand on his feet for about 30, 40 an hour to tell us.
For Senyanko Pardom, when you sika na usi daya, sika udi eura edanim, erese unya sa eson fasono, obroni say value for money. Or for any day kwaso, empempen so bena wesi udan akodro. Uhia obi obe POP amawa ohaw amanye bia ema ho ana. Obi obe graphiato papapa edi amawa ohaw amanye bia ema ho ana. Enye mekanfo Crystal Group ena ede amawo. Crystal Group womo graphiato and POP ceiling masters. They do POP ceiling designs, wall and ceiling skimming, graphiato designs, ena fe TV unit, ena fe stand. Plasterboard, Crystal Group, and so eye ni nyina bi. Orofo me say enkoto sika engu ma Crystal Group emedu dwumadie emfama sefa beautification of your house. Eye Crystal Group and orofo any dey kwan so me kamfo edi ama wo. Yemfem penifo e 0534 662801 0534 662801 ubehu omo enkran pumpuni mantem.